Are you ready?
I'm gonna get a glass of water.
Bro. Okay.
Let me do some jumping jacks while
No,
I'm at it.
don't do it.
I gotta wake up, man. I'm about to fall asleep.
Are you taking me with you?
What? Yeah, yeah, of course.
Let's fucking go, dude.
You can listen to me pour this stale water.
Damn it, bro.
Oh God, I'm covered in water now.
Bro, be careful, man.
Fuck. I literally have just a spray of water across my chest.
Be careful, man.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Alright. You ready?
Mix up.
Cool, because I've been recording the whole past minute and a half.
Have you now?
Yes, welcome to Two Boys Suck Narutoes. I'm not keeping all of that in, but I find, yes, dude. I don't know how much of that's staying in, but oh my god, this man really.
Let me splatter
This
your fucking
I'm
butt.
keeping that in.
Oh
I might
no.
cut out some of the personal information you disclosed, but
There. Oh no. Get
I
it.
was like, you were like, oh, I'm gonna get some water, and I said, fuck, dude, I already hit record.
Oh, you really,
Yeah.
you really all the way since then.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh God. Okay.
No, we are here
Welcome back
now.
to Two
Two
Boys
boys
Suck
suck
Narutoes.
Naruto's. Yes,
Oh,
dude. Yes, we're on the coveted. What is this? The seventh episode? Lucky number, I think.
I don't know what arc this is. It's the pain.
I mean, this is the Pains of Salt.
Yeah,
That's what the arc's called.
that's what it's called.
I don't know. Arcs are weird in Naruto.
I don't. Yeah, they're so short. I mean, they're like I don't know. It's weird.
No, we're on the seventh episode. It's only the seventh. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. Last time, two characters died. Two really good fucking characters died.
Um,
Jiraiya and
right.
Itachi.
Itachi, right? That was
Yeah.
unfortunate. God, it's been. It feels like it's been so long.
It feels so. It feels like it was so long ago, dude.
I don't know. We recorded that, that episode last week around the same time. How odd.
How odd.
Um,
How odd that we have a schedule for these
yeah, I
things
know.
that we
Crazy.
sometimes miss,
Sometimes follow.
sometimes follow.
um, get this arc. This arc.
It's like
Uh,
yes,
fuck. Uh,
I got you like it.
th- I'm still thrown off, man. I wasn't
Fuck,
expecting
fucked
this.
up the flow. Let's fucking go.
You always said you were gonna do it.
I
So
oh
I never
every
expected you to actually do
every
it.
single the lore every single fucking time we do this, I'm like, man, I could have hit record and it would have been so funny if I had started the video before he was ready.
God damn it.
But I was like, one of these days I'm gonna do it. Today was the fucking day. I'm so happy.
Okay, pain.
Pain,
Pain.
yes.
Sorry.
What pain? Okay, so we left off.
Solid.
Yeah. Oh, this arc is solid.
This arc is so good. This arc's probably. I know I said last arc. Last week I said last arc, fucking the Itachi arc. I thought that shit was good. This tops it right away. I don't know how they keep doing bangers.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
It's really good.
let's start where we left off with.
Right. Okay. Naruto and Sasuke are both over their depression for the most part.
Yeah, Naruto learned about try time.
Sasuke got over his pain. So we left off on Sasuke being like, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy the fucking village." Um,
Right. Sasuke being a
and
bitch.
then so he joined the Akatsuki. Kind of joined the Akatsuki.
Yeah, he formed the new group. It's just, he's like his last words was like, "Oh, we're no longer the heavy, we're the Taka now.
No, Taka.
We've shed the snake because Orochimaru is now dead. So now we're the Hawk. I don't know.
Yeah.
What that's about. Whatever. And so that's his group, and they're kind of partnered with the Akatsuki now. Toby was just like, "Yo,
Yeah, let's
Let's
do this thing. Yeah, y'all go get the 8 tails and we'll get the 9 tails. Pretty simple.
yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
get
we'll help you help us out. We'll help you destroy
yeah,
Konoha.
and then Naruto, after his depression, got together with Shikamaru and a new character, Shiho, who is definitely an important character that you should remember. Definitely not somebody who just shows up for this arc and then probably never again.
Yeah, she was a character, wasn't she?
Yeah, she has a crush on Shikamaru.
She does. I wonder where that's gonna go.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna go somewhere. That's definitely gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like Shikamaru already has a love. No, I guess he technically doesn't at this point, but I mean,
No.
if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
If you've seen Boruto.
If you know anything about Boruto at this point, and like, how could you not? There's a lot of ways you could not, but they decode Jiraiya's message with the help of Naruto. Naruto figuring it out because it's a Ta, not a 9.
We covered this.
Did we cover this?
Yeah.
Eh.
About them figuring out that it was
Oh,
it was Jiraiya's book.
Jiraiya's book.
I remember bringing up the panel. I think actually did we?
That might have been afterwards.
Yeah, we might have talked about it after. Fuck, I don't know.
Regardless, we'll just recap it real quick.
Recap it.
It's a bunch of codes. They go into Jiraiya's Make-Out Paradise. They have Kakashi read that shit out loud. And Kakashi and Shikamaru are only the ones shookest by this man's words.
Yeah, because it was the Ta for make, and then they decided to make out tactics.
Make out tactics. They read the book out loud. Naruto unfazed, Shiho unfazed. Shikamaru has a look of, what did this man just read?
What? Yeah, Kakashi's like, read me those lines, just so we can figure out what this code is. And then he's like, Kakashi's like,
You want me to read this shit out loud?
Aloud? It's like, yes, just do it.
And they figure it out in the, I forget what the code is. It's something like,
the real one is not among
the
them.
real Amogus.
This guy.
The real one is not Amogus.
Somebody's gonna watch this video in like 20 years,
yeah,
and nobody's gonna have absolutely no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, when we pop off on YouTube. When we reach 100 subscribers before the end of 2021, make it happen.
Yep, make it happen.
Make it happen. I should start putting subscribe things in my covers because people actually watch those.
Probably should. But
yeah. So then
the code is the real one is not among them. Trying to figure out what pain is.
Yeah, they ask the Toad dude, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but he did figure something out while we were fighting all of them." And then he's like, "Yeah, whatever, Naruto, let's go. Come with me."
Yeah.
And so they leave to the Sage Mountain, to the Toad Mountain.
Yeah, to the Toad Mountain for Naruto to learn how to use Sage Jutsu.
Sage Jutsu, which we saw Jiraiya use in his final fight against the Pains. And we learn more about it. It's a little interesting. Sort of, how do you describe it? He draws energy from the world instead of from himself.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. He's kind of drawing like energy. This kind of confuses me. It's like, I mean, it's described as like life energy, right? Yeah. So you're like drawing it from the surroundings, but like, I didn't. Is chakra like in the air? Is it kind of like?
Yeah, it sort of permeates. I think. I think it's more like, think of it more as like ki, more than reishi.
I thought it.
Think of it like like Sage Mode is like a spear bomb, but imagine if Goku like absorbed that shit, but like canonically not in the movie. He does absorb spear bombs. He
does.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I always thought chakra was more of like just an internal power, like ki. You know, it's like it comes from you. It's not so much, but maybe it's like he's just absorbing it from like all the beings in the area. You know,
I think chakra also exists within animals and stuff. So
yeah, I
think that's where he's getting it from. Either way, Sage Mode is interesting. I mean, obviously he still has to learn it. He has to
Yeah,
focus his energy and not turn into a frog.
yeah, that's the catch of Sage Mode is if you take in too much life energy and don't balance it with your own chakra, you turn into a frog. Irreversibly.
Yep, and you turn to stone too.
Yeah, you progress towards nature.
And so he gets hit with the horny
And
bonk.
this is
Yeah.
this was also like I was wondering like why isn't there just a bunch of people walking around with sage with sage mode after Dry whipped it out and I'm like and then this explains it. I'm like
Yeah,
it's just kind of
it
hard.
is interesting. It's sort of like
Also,
the gates almost. Like you think more people would utilize the gates.
yeah, but not everybody's able to.
Yeah.
Um, also, this brings up a point. So, Jiraiya is the toad sage, right?
Yes.
Um, is Tsunade like the slug sage?
Yeah, she is. Mm-hmm.
And then Orochimaru is like a snake
Snake
sage.
stage. Yeah. Do they
Do
have?
they get sage mode?
No, I
Yeah,
don't
do
think
they
so.
get sage?
I don't think so.
Because that's fucked
Well,
up. Because Jiraiya just picked the best one.
there might be. Yeah, I know. Which is really funny. If he had whipped, imagine if he had whipped out Sage Mode in part one,
Oh, he
like
would have clapped.
like against Orochimaru and like the Orochimaru Tsunade like kaiju fight.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been.
Would have been over.
You would have been over. Orochimaru would have given, but he should have. Which I don't think the odds were planned that far ahead. But
No, probably not.
uh,
I feel like sage mode, he kind of whipped out. He's like, okay, we need a
he's
quick
been
power up for
whipping out a
Naruto.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like there was Susanoo foreshadowed. No, it wasn't. Alright.
No, absolutely not. Susanoo came out of fucking nowhere.
Oh yeah, you just unlock your true Mangekyo. You can use Susanoo. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's the secret power of the Mangekyo.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I feel like he's like, okay, I need Naruto to have a power buff to be, stronger than Jiraiya, stronger than Pain. And then he's like, okay, we'll just have Jiraiya use Sage mode, you know.
Yeah, sort of. It's
We'll
sort
just
of.
invent a new form for Jiraiya. Like I like the way it's done though, even though it does feel like
It's sort of.
probably
Yeah,
wasn't planned
it
that
sort
far.
of feels. I don't know. Part one feels really sort of almost tight in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a lot of everything in part one was really well knit together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good foreshadowing, even for some Shippuden events that are foreshadowed in part one.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get into Shippuden, I mean, we have the chakra natures that just feel like they come out of nowhere. Like the chakra elements.
Yeah, chakra natures, and a lot of them feel like just ways to like explain away things in the universe that didn't really need
Yeah, like
explaining.
Kekai Genkai. We didn't need
Yeah, Kekai
explanation for Kekai, and some of them still aren't explained by natures.
Yeah, no, it's like what the fuck is Kibimaru?
What is this man's got the calcium Kekai Genkai, bro. He's just good at calcium jutsu, man.
Yeah, what kind of jutsu is that? What kind of natures allows him to do that? I don't know.
Like it's cool that what's his face Yamato's wood style is a combination of two like natures, but like
yeah, but it's like if somebody had those two natures, couldn't they just do the exact same thing?
Like for like the Sage of Six Paths, for example. Could that man just whip out the fucking wood style?
Every jutsu? Like,
Haku, could he teleport through mirrors like Haku does? Because Haku does use ice, and yeah, you can explain that using two natures, but Haku was moving at like light speed between those mirrors.
Yeah, that was fast. Yeah, I don't know. It's so Sage mode kind of feels like that, but I do like that he like introduced it through Jiraiya first. It's like a character that we know is like strong, and had a few things up his sleeve. We'd never seen Jiraiya go all out before that.
Mm-hmm. It felt nice.
Yeah, and then so it's like okay, logically, let's have Naruto get Sage mode.
Mm.
Get stronger.
And so yeah, Naruto, he learns how to do all this stuff. He practices a lot. He's practicing his own jutsu as well. Some new jutsus coming up with that we don't know.
Yeah, I don't actually remember what that is. What that ends up being. We'll get to that.
It's the throw bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, I say throwable, but it's also like way stronger. Yeah, but as he's trading, Taka gets tasked with taking down the Eight Tails, of course, so they go after. They find him pretty fast.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they're like, well, the Akatsuki will go after the Nine Tails, and you guys can go after the Eight Tails. And it's like,
But
okay, fine. And here we get an actually good Jinchuriki. This like our third good
okay,
Jinchuriki.
first off, all the other tails got clapped. We talked about this in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Four through seven. Yeah, let's just pretend like they didn't exist because like
Two,
they just get
yeah,
clapped off
it
screen.
was it's two through seven. Pretty sure.
No, well we meet
Oh,
two
we
and
do meet
three.
two, three. Yeah,
Three
three
wasn't
is
a Jinchuriki. He was just a tailed beast.
yeah.
Um,
Which, yeah, I don't know. I
but
think
four
there's
through
some.
seven we just don't see, like at all.
Yeah, I think maybe one of them we see Hedon get. I don't know.
Maybe, but yeah, they're gone. But the eight tail shows up. We see him in a cave, which I know what this cave
Yeah.
is, and I find it really interesting that he's here. Sort
Huh.
of foreshadowing. We'll get to it in a few arcs, but it's
Alright.
interesting that he's here now. Regardless, he leaves the cave. He sort of leaves his chaperones behind a little bit.
And he starts rapping.
He starts rapping. He's like, "My name is Killer B." I could probably rap as good as him actually, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't want to embarrass myself on the internet.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly got the most rhythm.
No, but he's still fire though.
Yeah. No, he do be fire. He do be fire.
He is a user of the seven like. You all thought Zoro was impressive with three swords.
Oh
This
shit.
this man's a user of the eight sword style.
Fucking goddamn this guy. Yeah. So he comes out of the cave, and then Sasuke and everybody's are like, they're just like, yo, we need you.
Yeah,
We're gonna take you.
give us the tail, beast.
And then B's like, nah.
Killer Bee's
How about
like,
no?
nah.
And then fucking Killer Bee just goes off.
I
on
mean, it's
Sasuke.
not even fair. It's not even a fair fight, dude. Like,
It's really not. Like Sasuke goes down, yeah, without
tries to
effort.
put out. Sasuke gets lariated. It's a
He
little
does
back and
get with
forth.
the lariat.
He tries using lightning on him, but Killer Bee also has lightning nature,
Mm-hmm.
so he kind of just counters it with his own.
Oh yeah. He tries running Chidori through
his
his
blade.
swords, but then B
Does
just
the
does the same thing.
And then B just absolutely outclasses this man in a sword fight. I don't know why Sasuke put out one sword against this man's. Like, if I was a sword fighter and I saw a guy put out 8 swords, I would be like, you're a better swordsman than me. I mean, like.
Yeah. This man's holding them like in his elbow creases, like.
And he can still move, and the way he spins, dude. Like...
God, I mean, like you can't see it so much in the manga.
Oh,
But in the anime, the animation for that is so cool.
I would
the
be like,
around
you know what, Killer Bee? You out here, yeah. Send me your mixtape.
You can keep the Jinchuriki.
Send me your mixtape later. I'd love to hear it, sir. Yeah, like. No, but he hits this man with a lariat near the end of their fight. Man, absolutely destroys Sasuke's chest. Like this man's entire chest cavity was gone.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking like raw. Like you can see his like ribs. Like he blasted off so much flesh off his chest. Like good god. And then
they sort of gang up on him, and he kind of just goes 8 tails. Like,
yeah, he just pulls out the 8 tails.
we find out that he's like one of the few Jinchuriki in history that can completely control his tail beast.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
And so he pulls it out, and then Sasuke's like, I bet, and uses an Amaterasu on him.
Yeah.
And then Killer Bee's like, shit, and then he gets bodied. But spoiler alert, he doesn't.
This is also when Sasuke figures out he can put out Amaterasu flames.
Yeah.
With his other eye, which is interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I don't know is that practical? I don't know.
Yeah, like I mean,
you would mostly want to burn shit that you put Amaterasu on, right? So.
Yeah.
And it's not like Amaterasu really spreads. It just kind of burns whatever it targets and then disappears.
Yeah. It's also like I'm thinking about like his eye, because it's like, is that his secondary ability on his eyes? Is is the ability to put it out instead of like Tsukuyomi, you know?
True. Do we
'Cause
know like the full capabilities of his eyes at this point? He
I
can
don't
use like advanced
think so.
genjutsu, but not like to the point of Tsukuyomi.
Yeah. Um, I don't know.
He's trying. He is being careful with his eyes. To be fair, he's only using them
Mm,
one at a time. Probably because he knows what'll happen if he overuses them. He'll just go blind.
yeah, yeah.
Which again could have taken his brother's eyes. We talked about this. Like
Could have.
they
Could
were
have.
right there, and then you didn't have to go blind.
No. Oh, I probably still have his body chilling somewhere.
Yeah, he buried. I think he buried him. I don't remember. He
Probably.
might have buried him on that beach. He did put. I don't know. Regardless, they take B, but we find out B later that B with the fucking substituted that shit. He wasn't. He wasn't actually.
Yeah, it was just a single tentacle
Yeah.
of the fucking Entei-tails.
He cut his tail off, and then the A-tail was like, "Bro, why'd you cut my tail off?" But this does make Raikage very upset to hear that his little brother got kidnapped.
Yeah, we learned that the Raikage is the brother of fucking Killer B, which is like, ooh, okay, that's a strong family here we got. Like, good
Yeah.
God, got a Jinchuriki and then the Raikage.
The Raikage, and they also bring up the fact that the Raikage tried to take the eyes. Which eyes? I'm trying to remember them. Hinata's eyes.
Oh yeah, they're the Byakugan.
The Byakugan.
They were the ones that were trying to trade for it.
Yeah. I was not expecting them to bring this back up,
Yeah.
but it feels
Fucking
kind of
Neji's
nice
dad,
that he
wasn't it?
did. Yeah, it was Neji's dad. Rip. Rip Neji's
Yeah.
dad. But yeah, we'll get back to the Raikage. He's angry right now, and he's sending some ninja out to go look for Killer B. Um, Raikage's name is B? Yeah.
No, Raikage's name is A.
Oh, is he A?
Yeah, he's A, and then his brother is B.
B. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get that? You
I
get it now?
didn't understand that before, and now I get
And then
it.
the
And then
Raikage's
C.
attendant is named C.
C.
C. Yeah.
Oh
It's really
my
dumb.
god, that's so dumb, dude.
It's really dumb, but so funny. Yeah, you just think Killer B,
does
you
sound
know?
like a rapper name.
Yeah, Killer B.
He would Killer B. He would. That is a
He
rap.
would add Killer to his
Yeah.
name
When's his
B.
mixtape dropping? I need to pick that shit up. Killer B is that rapper that just hands you a mixtape out in downtown, whatever you live.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
please,
literally.
you gotta get
just
to
walking-
track 4,
walking down
bro.
the street.
Track 4 hits.
This guy. Oh god.
um.
Let's see. Yeah, Sasuke retreats. They kind of failed. They brought the body back, and then they're like, they were duped.
Yeah, but then Pain's like, you know what? Whatever. I got this. I'm going after the Nine Tails.
Yeah.
And he do.
And he just kind of shows up at Konoha, and the six pains just kind of talk, and then they just go.
Conan's there.
Conan is there.
She doesn't do anything.
Though. I don't know. She doesn't
She
join
kind of
the
just
assault.
like, Pain, don't do it every now and then. Cause she's worried about him.
Right.
Um.
And then the pains they go.
Yeah, they just jumped
They-
Konoha.
They just jump Konoha, like literally doing more damage in like 5 minutes than Pain ever did,
You know, Orochimaru.
or than Orochimaru ever did in all of original Naruto.
A whole arc that he had. A whole years that he's been planning that attack.
Yeah. Bro, how are you so incompetent?
Man
Orochimaru?
pulled out
Like,
2
God.
Hokages out the ground.
And still
He
lost.
still lost. And like at this point, we know how strong they are scaling to
Yeah.
Shippuden. Like he shouldn't have lost.
we know that Hashirama, the first Hokage, like
Took
is able
down-
to 1v1 Madara and the
Yeah,
Nine Tails
and the
all
Nine
at
Tails.
once. And he still lost. I don't know. it's Orochimaru, man.
Oh yeah.
But the pains.
It's
They-
good. No, they just
I was
jumped
not
each other.
expecting this. They just jump Konoha. I was not expecting them to
I
just.
was ready for this. I was like, yes, dude. The Konoha.
I was not ready for them to just start going off, just destroying everything. Like, goddamn, they just start killing people. I'm like, we know these people. This village was a safe haven before this.
Yeah.
We thought it was like like invincible, and then all of a sudden just nah.
They not. Just gets jumped. Everybody gets jumped.
Everybody gets jumped. They start blowing up buildings. They
Them
start fucking just
just
slaughtering
killing people.
shinobi.
Kiba's
It's like,
mom fights one of the pains and wins. Don't ask me how that, like, she didn't really win, but like it's kind of funny that
she
she
does.
thinks
She's
that
like,
she wins.
yeah, batters them off. I forgot about that.
Kiba's mom has done more than Kiba herself. That's kind of crazy.
Um,
Um, but for the most part, the main fight that goes down here is Pain versus Kakashi, Choji, and Choji's dad.
yeah, that does happen.
They sort of figure out the main Pain's gimmick and the fact that all the Pains have different specialties.
Yeah, all of them can use different abilities. Like one can steal souls.
Oh yeah, that's how they keep. That's how they make Pains. That guy makes.
Is it?
Yeah, that guy can
Oh,
make Pains
oh yeah.
by stealing people's souls.
Yeah, they can steal people's souls. One can do summoning jutsu, like summon weird ass things. I don't remember the rest.
The other
There's
ones
one
do
with like
other
a weird,
things.
like weird like truth. It's like a different soul ability. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, that was one Konohamaru took down.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Speaking of Konohamaru, Rasengan's
Oh
one of the
yeah, first
pains and
try.
takes him
Yeah,
down.
first try. This man remembered the conversation he had with Naruto talking about the Rasengan and did it first try.
Literally.
And
I
Ibusu was like, God damn, bro.
I swear, if Konohamaru isn't at least Hokage level in Boruto, I'm gonna be mad. This man's
I
got
don't remember how
mad
strong he
potential.
is. He's a Jonin. I can tell you that.
Fair.
He is a
I mean,
Jonin.
he should be at least on like Sonic level, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Where's Ibusu in Boruto though? I'm surprised we saw Ibuse here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be
But where
super
is he in
confused.
Boruto? That's all I need to know. I'm about to
Mm.
watch all of Boruto just to see if Family shows up, and if he does, it, I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
sad. Um,
Back to the fight
back
though.
to back to the main fight. So they fight the main pain, which is he has an interesting, he has the almighty push and the almighty pull.
Yeah,
That's not what.
he's like a magnetism power
Yeah, it's
jutsu
like
where he can
gravity
like,
almost.
yeah, it's more gravity-ish than magnetism. But he can like push and pull things towards him
It's the
and away
universal
from
pull.
him.
I know I'll never call it the universal pull though. It's it's almighty push and pull to me.
I'm letting push universal pull, man.
Yeah.
And then all the while this thing is going, your Donzo is just like, nah, we're not helping.
Oh yeah, so Tsunade is like, all right, send the word to Naruto to get his ass over here, and Danzo's like, kills the toad, rip the fucking homie toad.
Yeah,
By
I
the way,
know.
I
It's a
was
message
very
toad.
sad that this toad died, and I didn't even know him that well.
I know, like rip.
Animal cruelty, man. Danzo just killed this man and said, sacrifices must be made for me, like, to become Hokage. And I was like,
Yeah, there's
bro,
Donzo. What
no,
the fuck, man?
bro, I know now. I hope Sasuke kills you for real this time. Like,
Yeah. Goddamn. Like the other elders, like they at least have some redeeming traits, but fucking Danzo is like, we can destroy Konoha so I can rule Konoha.
yeah,
Goddamn, man.
I don't know. We'll get
Oh.
Donzo later, bro. Donzo later. We're
Right.
gonna Donzo rant next part too. Yeah. So Naruto doesn't know what's going on, so he's still practicing Sage Jutsu.
Mm-hmm.
He's mastered it, but he has to be staying still for it.
Yeah, like he can't move or else he kind of loses focus.
Yeah, and so
Because
usually they
that's the whole thing about the Sage mode is that you have to be still. You have to be one with nature. I
yeah.
forgot about
So they usually get around this with Jiraiya when he summoned the two toads on the shoulders. The
Yeah,
toad stays still, and he
he can take the Sage energy, or they kind of fuse.
yeah, it's like a fusion, but it doesn't work with
Yeah.
Naruto because he's got the nine tails inside of him. And
Oh
Nine
yeah,
Tails
he
is
tried
like,
to fuse with him, and the Nightails was like, nah,
no.
get out of here.
So that predicament is going on, and the toad's like, oh, don't worry about Konoha, bro. Like they'll send a message when
Yeah.
we'll be there. Meanwhile, Kakashi's out here trying to figure out how the Almighty Push works. He figures out there's at minimum a 5-second cooldown every time he does a push or a pull. And then he dies.
That's a lot. That's a big cooldown.
That's a pretty big, especially for ninjas, pretty big cooldown. But then he dies, so you know.
Yeah.
Rip
If
Kakashi.
Kakashi just dies just like that.
Just like that. And so does Choji thinks his dad dies, but he doesn't.
Mm-mm.
He's like, my dad. And then Tsunade was like, he's not dead.
You're not dead. Calm down.
But Choji relays the information back to Tsunade. Meanwhile, Kakashi's in heaven talking to his dad. Purgatory, maybe? In between? Somewhere.
Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Because his dad said he couldn't move on.
Hmm.
And so
I
they had
have
a talk, and
no
Kakashi
idea.
was like, let me tell you the story of my life. And then we
So,
cut away. But we finally meet the White Fang of Konoha
yeah, he's
for the first
kind of a
time.
boomer.
We've
Kind
heard
of
a lot about him from
yeah.
Kakashi Gaiden and then the Granny.
Mhm. Mhm.
But other than that, this is the official first time that we see him. And he's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Kind of look. He does look like Kakashi except old. So.
Yeah. His hair is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Got kind of a little bit of a mini Jiraiya thing going on. Kind of ponytail. Um,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah, Kakashi's just dead.
yeah, he just
it's like
fucking died.
it's
Rip,
like
Rip
that.
Kakashi.
Like it wasn't even like a cool way. He just kind of got like crushed by some rubble.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
Crushed by a building when
It
the
was
one
a
pain used to
push
push.
pull. Yeah.
Um. So, but things are
Kakashi
going
will
down.
know pain.
Kakashi
Kakashi now
did
knows
no
pain.
pain. He does. He does not. Yo, can Kakashi copy that jutsu?
Pull,
I don't know.
push and pull.
Pull. Is that like a Kekai Genkai? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else uses this technique.
I kind of. I mean, like, I think it's something to do. I think they kind of figured out it's something to do with like the six paths of
Yeah,
like
the
the Sage
Rinnegan.
of Six Paths. Yeah, the Rinnegan.
I
And
don't
so it's
know.
like there's
I will say
powers
that
specific to the Rinnegan. I think something like that.
pain is broken in Naruto Storm 4, so there's that.
Okay. Fair.
Because of the push and pull, and that's his assist.
Oh
His
god.
assist is a push.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of busted because it's just a
Yeah,
wall
that's
around
busted.
you. Regardless, they relay the information to the fake Hokage, and the fake Hokage is like, "Oh shit, okay, 5 second cooldown," and then Pain is like, "All right, you guys know my secret now, but does it really matter?" And he sort of gets all the pains together and leaves.
Yeah, the one pain just kind of jumps. He just kind of just kind of jumps like way high, like starts flying or some shit.
I don't know how is he flying.
Gravity actually. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. And then the other pains are just hanging out in the forest, and Conan is like, "Don't do it. This is gonna kill you."
Yeah.
Um, and then he's like, "The world shall know pain," except not in the manga, unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
Um,
No, I mean there's this. He just like starts flying above. He's flying above Konoha, just looking down at all of Konoha. This insane cool ass panel, and then he doesn't even say anything, um, until he just says, "Almighty push,"
almighty push,
and
and yeah,
yeah. In the anime, he goes, "This world shall know pain," and then does the almighty push. But which I don't know. That line's kind of cheesy, but at the same time, it's
it's
like
cool though.
it's a cool
I
line.
mean, it's like his most iconic line that he says.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever says that like directly.
Directly, I don't know if he ever says that directly in the line. I'm about
He
to
says,
look.
"My pain is greater than yours." I know that. Um,
He
but just
says. He says.
he doesn't.
I mean, he has a lot of quotable lines in the manga too. He's a very quotable individual.
He is. He is.
I will scar the world.
Yeah.
Um.
But yeah, he just fucking levels Konoha. It's just
Yeah, I don't have the panel.
absolutely just this just a crater where Konoha used to be. And all the buildings just pushed to the side. All the people pushed to the side. Luckily, Tsunade was doing whatever her slug thing was doing. We forgot to mention that. Um,
Yeah.
and say,
She
she
summoned her
protected.
slug, and her slug can absorb people, so her slug protected everybody. Um,
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that there wasn't hella casualties, anyways. This man destroyed all of Konoha. Like this man turned that shit into a field.
literally just a crater.
Just a,
It's like Goddamn.
And right afterwards, Sakura gets her, oh, Naruto! Which, I, Sakura, bro, I'm very disappointed in her performance. After clapping Sasori, I was expecting more from her.
Yeah, after Sasori, she doesn't do anything,
They
unfortunately.
also really said, nah, she took out Sasori, though. And
Yeah, she took an Akatsuki member, even though she had the help from from like
yeah,
like a
Shikamaru did it by himself.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like Sasori is pretty strong for Akatsuki members. I don't know. But yeah, Sakura. I don't know if she even takes out a Path of Pain member. Um, I don't know. I think she fights a little bit.
She
But
fights a
then
little bit, but yeah, she's
yeah,
like,
she's like where are you, Naruto?
no, Naruto, and then literally right after that, literally like
Like
Naruto
as
could
the
have
dust
died.
cloud is suddenly
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
If Naruto was like 1 or 2 minutes earlier, like or like a
a
few
few
seconds
seconds
earlier,
earlier,
yeah, you would have been flattened.
you would have been dead. This would have been funny actually. But no, he shows
if
up.
you if you were like a few minutes earlier, he might have been able to stop it, but uh, unfortunate. Unfortunate. He shows up just in the crater and he's like, "You summoned us to Konoha, right? This like this isn't Konoha, is it?" And it's like, yeah, this is Konoha. And Naruto's like, oh,
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 he does say now this world shall know pain
does he?
in one panel. Not
No.
even like it's the page before Almighty Push, but
Huh.
it's among a bunch of like, oh, Conan being like, and then the Froze are like, oh, we're summoning. So it's a little,
Mm,
it doesn't feel as important. I feel like
yeah.
that's why I feel like that's how we sort of missed it. Um, yeah, but Naruto's like, this is the village, what?
Yeah.
And yeah, but he rolls. I love this. I love this panel. When he rolls up on, he's on Gamakichi, who's on Gamabunta,
Oh yeah, this panel goes hard.
who's surrounded by two other toads that I don't know the names of. My question is, where's Gamatachi at? Like, we're missing Gamatachi. This man should have been here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Gamatachi?
He's the
He's
little brother.
a little dude. There.
Where is he at? Gamabunta didn't even do anything. Like, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We haven't seen him since part 1. Didn't even do anything.
No, we haven't actually seen him since the Gara fight. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's the Shukaku fight.
No. Since Jiraiya
Oh
Orochimaru
yeah,
fight.
yeah, you're right. I forgot that happened.
Um.
But other than that,
Yeah.
nothing.
We saw Gamakichi a few times. Because Gamachichi was the one Jiraiya summoned during the pain fight. That was the last time we saw him summon. Um. Yeah, but Naruto shows up. Oh, he's dripping though.
No,
We say
Naruto's
that, and then he's
dripping in the sage
dripping
mode,
in
in the
sage
sage outfit. Like, that's interesting. It's different
In the what?
in the anime versus the manga. Or at least the colors don't stand out nearly as much. Because in the anime, I'm seeing that it's like a red and black, red with black flames.
Oh, right.
Whereas in the manga, it looks, I mean, it's white, but there's like no shading on it, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it just looks like white with like, I was thinking like red flames, you know. Um,
Yeah, I see what you
so that's
mean.
yeah.
It's unfortunate because we don't get the color pages for the Shonen Jump issue.
No.
Because in Japan, when he returns, it was a colored page. I know for a fact. In the magazine, at least, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I don't know why the volume releases take out the colored pages, but the
Yeah.
magazine releases have the colored pages. You know what I
They
mean?
probably just don't want to print color.
Color. Yeah, unless
Yeah,
it's
I
like a
suppose.
special release. In which case, they usually will put the colored pages in.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Doreen ones, I'm pretty sure have the colored pages included. For
Yeah.
Naruto. Either way, yeah, I see what you're saying. I didn't even think about it as I was reading, Because in my head, it was the anime colors, because I'm used to the anime colors.
Mm. Yeah, no, I didn't know the anime color, so I'm just like, oh yeah, that's white. And then I don't know, something else. Could be any other
It
color.
looks like the Hokage fit, Loki.
It does. Like the Hokage fit is white, isn't it?
Yeah, it is white. And
Yeah, that's what I was
it has
thinking.
text on the back. That is an interesting distinction, actually.
Yeah.
Regardless, this fight pops off.
This
Uh,
fight does pop
Naruto shows up in Sage
off.
Mode, says, "Oh yeah, Jiraiya could." First off, he's a master of Sage Mode. He doesn't even have any. His only toad features are his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah, Jiraiya
Jiraiya had his facial features were a little toad-like when he was in Sage Mode.
yeah, he got a little fat face.
And his fingers were a little more more pointy, like a toad.
Mm.
Um, but Naruto, yeah, it's just his eyes, and like it's like he has eyeshadow now. But
um,
so he's
where
crazy, and he says, "You know what? Pain a six bass. I'm a body six. I'm a body six of you."
my buddy all six.
And he
He's like,
does.
man just goes.
He goes. He takes out two in one go.
What is it? There's this fucking cool panel that I really liked where I guess I forgot there's a robot. It's robot pain. Um, but they're going after Tsunade. They're gonna go kill Tsunade.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the Naruto just like he's like lunging at him, and the Naruto just just slams them down to the ground. Like we haven't seen Naruto do anything in Sage Mode before now. He just absolutely plants these two, just destroys one of them just straight up with a Rasengan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. He chose because he chose a. Oh my! And he also he chose a Rasen. He pulls out the new and improved Rasen Shuriken.
Yeah.
The Sage Mode Rasen Shuriken. Actually can throw it now. Let's go, dude.
Throw it. It's actually like a shuriken.
This is
now.
why I was confused in the in the Kakuzu fight, because I just thought that shit was on. Like I don't remember the Kakuzu fight.
Mm.
I listen. To be real with you, since Shippuden started, I've been all over the place on my memory of Naruto.
Fair.
Up until some of the stuff that even some of the stuff that happened during this arc. Besides the pain in Naruto fight, all the shit that happened before this, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It was all basically new for me, which was exciting. I kind of enjoyed it a lot. But when he throws that Rasen Shuriken, and it just goes between them, and they're just like, oh shit, and then it expands. It just dices these guys.
Just literally slices them in half.
From a cellular level, they're gone.
Yeah, but I like that because it also mitigates. It also just neutralizes the risk to Naruto about the whole him being close to it and it destroying his cells.
Yeah, that was a short-lived drawback.
Yeah, drawback. Like literally brought up once, and then Naruto's like, "All right, I can't use that close range. I gotta throw it."
I'm gonna throw it. Now it's actually called. The Shuriken name makes sense now.
Although what I find interesting is that he can't throw the regular Rasengan yet.
No, right? No.
He can throw the powered up Rasengan, but not the regular one. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Does he? I don't know if he ever throws the regular Rasengan.
I don't know.
That feels like I don't know. I know Baruto can throw it.
Oh, feels kind of wrong for him to throw it at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Baruto's is built a little different though, so.
Yeah.
It's cause yeah, we don't gotta get into it. We'll read Baruto. But
yeah, Naruto just absolutely clapping.
Destroy. We don't even gotta talk about the other pains. He just sort of takes them all out. He goes after. He uses some strategy. He fakes pain out and goes for the soul one. That way he doesn't create any more pains. That's why I remembered, because he took out that guy first, second, whatever, third, whatever. He took that guy out after he took out those other two. Because he was like, oh, I need to stop that guy from taking souls, and so he takes him out. So yeah, the other pains go down. They really don't even put up a fight. He imagine getting reverse jumped.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a complete reversal of the Jiraiya performance.
Imagine if you walk in an alley and get jumped by six dudes, and then no, it's like they get jumped by you, like.
Yeah, just absolutely ridiculous performance
He
here.
does run out of sage mode a few times, but he came up with a big brain plan of creating clones.
Yeah, clones to stay still, and then once a clone disappears, he just gets that Sagemo chakra that he'd been generating, because that's so cool. That's so
It's
cool.
so big brain. Ginormously big brain, dude.
It's so cool. It's so good. He's just absolutely taking out just pain left and right.
Yeah,
And then he finally gets down to the last one.
and it doesn't go so well. Um,
No, because this one has the pull, the push pull.
Push pull, and then he runs out of sage, the final clone that had sage.
Mm,
Or no, he
why?
still had one more in reserve, but he doesn't end up getting to use it. Because of some stuff that happens after this. Um, and then Hinata comes in and is like, Naruto, I love you.
Uh, oh yeah, because Naruto was out. The the pain. We'll just call him Pain from now on, because this is the Pain I know. Like
Yeah,
even before
this is
Naruto, this is the
the
Pain.
pain. This is the pain. Like, come
Yeah. Pain is just like, I'm gonna kill your ass now. You're out of Sage Jutsu. Um, you're. He's like feeling some recoil.
on. Yeah. His push. He hasn't been able to use his push because he used the big one, and his cooldown was much longer. But after he
Yeah,
gets it back, that's when he claps Naruto. And Naruto's like, "Oh shit, man! Oh man!" And then Hinata jumps in, because she's like, "Naruto, I can't let him fight by himself."
Oh wait, yeah. Before this, I forgot there was the whole Pain that could absorb chakra.
Yeah.
Um, so he was absorbing Naruto's Sage chakra, and that's how he ran out of one
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
he turned into a stone,
Uh,
dude.
yeah, because he's like, all right, you want my chakra? You can have it.
Yeah,
And then he just
that was kind
just
of hype.
overloads that. Yeah, I forgot about that. I wanted to bring that up because I thought that was hype as well. Um, and then he's out of Sage mode after that.
Yeah.
Um, and then
Somewhere
yeah,
else, Shikamaru figures out that the pain is not among them. What it means. Again,
mm-hmm.
Shikamaru being the only side character in the series he's done the most.
If does anything of
He's
worth.
done the most. He's not even a part of Team 7, and he's done more than both Team 7 members. Both, even Sai, who was introduced in Shippuden.
Yeah.
And he's out here being like, okay, I figured it out. Nagato's in this village somewhere high.
Yeah, he's using the rods, the piercings and all the pains as like radio transmitters. He's like just transmitting chakra into them
Yeah,
and controlling them from a
again,
distance.
Shikamaru coming in clutch. He's a fucking genius.
But to be fair, they I think there was a lot of like autopsy stuff going on with like,
Right,
and I
right.
think Sakura helped out with a little bit with that too.
The medical ninja and some of the secret ops as well.
Hmm,
I'm like,
hmm.
oh, like my boy who showed back up, the proctor of the first exam
Yeah,
showed up
yeah,
in there.
yeah. That dude's cool. I
I
wish we got to see more of him.
He's so cool, and I wish we got to actually see him fight like in a serious fight. I would feel like he'd be built,
Yeah,
but
he
like
looks built.
he's got to be built. Like I'm just saying, like
Yeah, I don't know, man.
um, unfortunate that we don't get anything. Um, but
Wait,
then
is
yeah,
that even?
yeah,
Okay, no, that is Shikamaru. That brings that up.
yeah, it's got to be Shigeru. And who else, bro? Come on,
Yeah, it's
who else
Shikamaru
does anything?
with the help of a couple Black Ops
He has
members.
a bunch. His dad helps him a little bit.
Yeah. But
Shikaku.
yeah, yeah, Naruto's about to die though.
Yeah, and then Hinata's like, I can't let him fight alone.
Yeah,
I gotta help him.
I'm gonna help you, even though Hinata, you're not doing anything here.
He's not. She's not. She doesn't. And then
And she
she's
doesn't.
like, Naruto, it's because I love you. And he's like, oh, and then, and then, and then
And
she
then Pain
dies.
just,
And then she gets
and
bodied.
yeah, Pain just literally just pushes her to the ground and then stabs her. It's like it's over in like two blows. It's kind of unfortunate. She
but
doesn't she didn't get a crazy power boost in
but it
Shippuden.
doesn't get better because she was just used as a plot device to make Naruto angry.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot. Hmm.
The female characters out here doing the
She.
most right now, man. This guy knows how to write these characters, bro.
God, I know. He, man, he just. This would feel. I feel like so much more impactful. Again, if we had seen her do anything
In
in the
Shippuden.
last in Shippuden in general, yeah, like
Yeah.
even in regular Naruto, she didn't get to do like barely anything. She got bodied by Neji,
Yeah. And then she
and that
hasn't
was
even
it.
done anything in this place. It is
Like
two of
she
the
hasn't even like
coolest
talked
tuning
to.
exams characters haven't done anything.
Yeah, and she hasn't even like talked to Naruto all that much. Like if she had like talked to Naruto, if they had more like close moments together, some slow moments together,
They haven't.
you know.
And
But
you
they
know what?
haven't.
Okay,
It's
you know
been
what
like
else?
non-stop action. No, I
You
don't
know
have
what
time for
else?
Slipperin.
You know what feels like a cop out? And I'm just gonna say this
Mm.
right now. They don't even bring up the fact that she said "I love you" after this,
Oh fuck, they
because
don't.
Naruto doesn't remember, because he went into Tails.
I forgot about that's. I hate that.
It's a cop. It's so much of a cop out, bro. Like
Man, this is like the one part of this arc that I just
this
don't
man
like.
wanted Hinata to be here, but he didn't build her up properly. And then he said, "You know what? We'll save the real confession for later."
Yeah, it's like it's such a cop out. I just wish she had more character so you could actually like you would actually like feel when she got stabbed. For the most part, it's just like, oh no, she got stabbed. She said she loves Naruto too, and Naruto kind of likes her, kind of does like
Kind
her.
of, yeah. But then it just
No, then she's
again
stabbed, and the Naruto just goes berserk,
berserk.
even
He
though it's
goes
like,
straight into Six Tails.
yeah, straight into Six Tails. Even though again, it feels like he doesn't have that much of a connection with her, just because they don't talk
He
at
doesn't really
all.
know. The last time they talked like one on one, the most intimate moment they've shared in the series is before he fights Neji in the cheating exams.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
she's
About
like, "You're my
what
motivation, Naruto," and
four
Naruto's like, "You
hundred
know what? You're not so bad." And that was the last thing that happened. The last thing they shared.
about 300 chapters ago or
Yeah,
something like that. Just unfortunate, man. Like I like I get what he's doing. I get why, but
it's
it's
like
like
part one is superior,
it's
and
like
not even.
I feel like this would have been so much more effective if it had been like Iruka or someone like that.
Dude, if this was Iruka,
If
dude,
this was
I would
Iruka,
have
this moment would
popped
have been so
off,
good.
dude. Oh my god, that we're
Instead
rewriting
of
Naruto
Hinata.
right now on live on Two
I
Boys.
just thought about that. I'm like, if it had been
Dude,
someone else, it could have been
if
so
they
much
had been
better. And I'm like,
Iruka,
I thought
dude,
Iruka, and it wouldn't be like
you
it
know,
wouldn't
cause
be such a big deal because it would be like the
he
thing
we
that
just had that moment with Iruka, like
yeah with
with
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya's death.
That would have been so good. Why didn't he do that?
That would have been so. If Iruka doesn't do
We
anything besides just be a father
we would have
figure,
yeah, we would have gotten to see Iruka fight a little bit too. Like I doubt he could fight Pain. I don't know. Maybe
I
he
don't know.
didn't want
Maybe
to.
he could have. He could have let him like get a hit in, and then get bodied by a push or something. Um,
Yeah.
like let us see a little bit of Iruka fighting. We haven't seen this man fight since chapter one. Um,
Unfortunate.
unfortunate, but man, that would have been way better.
Yeah,
Man,
that was.
now
Man, I
now I'm
just thought
sad
of
that
that.
that didn't happen.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's funny because literally the other day, I saw a video on my feed called Naruto failed its female characters. And yeah, I
It
haven't even seen the
really
video,
did.
but I agree with him.
I agree with it
Because
100%.
Kurenai didn't do anything. She was just there to have somebody's child, which is
Have Asuma's child, which.
a sentence that
Hmm.
I don't feel comfortable saying, but it
No.
happens.
Um.
Sakura, Sakura is
Sakura. I feel like if Sakura and
ironically probably the
Tsunade
best
feel like
characters.
similar to each other because
Yeah,
they're both kind of, but it's also they're the healers. They're
they relegated to
they're
the healers.
they're
Yeah,
the support role because it's like
Karen, sorry, Karen. I have to call her Karen.
Karen.
Also,
Yeah.
the healer of the group.
Also the heal. Yeah, it feels like every girl is just like a healer support. Doesn't
It exists.
exists.
Tenten exists. She's a
exists.
weapons master, so that's unique, I guess. But we don't even see her in the manga, so.
Yeah, I don't know. They just don't. None of the freaking characters get literally anything to do. Hinata literally gets bodied by Neji in regular Naruto, and then never does anything ever again. I don't know. It's just unfortunate. It's
She
just
didn't even.
unfortunate.
She didn't even. She. This man didn't even let her watch Naruto win the fight.
No.
Because she passes out before Naruto beats Neji.
Yeah.
That's so.
It just sucks.
These guys are supposed to get married at the end of the series, man.
I know.
Like,
I wanna like this character. Like I do like Hinata.
I do.
Like,
I like
I
her
just
so much, but
yeah, I like her. That like
I,
and I like her.
I also hate that so much of me liking her comes from her interactions in filler with him.
That's what filler do, man. It's meant to fill out the episode, fill out characters. Maybe I don't know. That's dumb.
us hoping for that Bleach filler when it comes back. Trying to fill out the end of Bleach.
uh,
I don't know.
yeah,
This
no,
we're kind of we kind of got a little sad here, but we should bring it back
yeah,
around because like
yeah, no, because this shit
Naruto
pops
versus Pain,
off.
Naruto versus fucking
This
Pain, dude.
no, the shit that comes next pops off. I don't. The way that it gets there,
A little
does
shaky, a little
a little
shaky.
little shaky. But the result, ooh,
Oh
ooh,
my god! So,
six tails fucking Naruto. Oh,
oh my god! This man starts. This man has a skeleton around him. First off, the
yeah,
Ninetale starts forming around him, like
yeah,
literally.
that's cool.
Oh, oh. Again, if
Man.
you're an anime watcher, y'all ate filler, like good filler, for no reason. Anime version really said, yeah, let's start him off in Four Tails and just have like 4 minutes of raw Sakuga fight. That's not even manga canon, but
Yo, yeah, no, they don't even. That's so weird that they just filled. It's like filler. They like added extra fight scene like scenes to the fight, but it's like it's Sakuga. It's like it's good
it is a
filler
little
to the
wonky
fight.
if you pause the episode, but
Yeah, this is where the famous like
uh, my pain is greater than yours.
yeah, my pain is far greater than this. And then the whole I think the whole thing of Naruto like Six Tails like slamming him with like the brick,
That shit is goofy looking.
like hammering him into the ground like a nail.
Do you
It
hate me?
looks really funny.
It
And then
does
he
say.
just looks up out of the ground. So funny. And then he like busts out like water and stuff. Like I thought this took place in like the middle of like a desert or something like that when I saw that clip, just because of that clip. And like this man like filling the area with water. I don't know.
I don't know. It's really cool. It's really cool.
It is really this
They
fight
really
was
pop
really
off. We
good.
we didn't even watch. We didn't even get to watch all of it because it's hard to find clips that are not edited really poorly.
Yeah.
Um,
We'd have to like find the episode.
yeah, but yeah, it pops off. The manga is much shorter, but it's still really good.
Oh yeah, no, the choreography, like, I mean, the action in Naruto is solid, and I think he really goes off with Nine Tails, you know,
Yeah, no, he really
like
does.
he really puts effort into whenever Nine Tails is on, like whenever yeah Nine Tails chakra mode, um,
Yeah,
Naruto pops out.
and then Pain's like, oh, you know what? Let me put you in this big ass ball that's like the size of it's a very big ball of stone.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, Naruto is like it's these the blast coming out of this form of Naruto is literally blasting like sections of mountain away. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I mean, come on, man, come on, man, we're in a completely different league of power now. Like,
there's absolutely like Pain has to like use his power to just keep from getting hit. He has to keep like, oh my god.
yeah,
Yeah, there's just one panel of him like of a mist blast of Naruto just like blasting a hole in the side of the crater. Like it's like a fourth of the size of the crater. It's like it's so cool.
it's
It's
so
so
good, dude.
cool.
It's so good. And then yeah, They leave the village. Naruto leads them away somehow.
Yeah. Pain is leading him away. I think he's
Yeah,
getting. I think he's trying to get closer so he can use more power.
closer to him. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
and then he puts him in a big ball, and then 8 tails come out. And oh my god, ligaments that he put around the
Yeah.
8 tails. Like
It's like
9 tails
nearly resurrected.
almost came out, and his body was actually reforming. Like
Yeah, like it's pretty much just missing the skin.
it was disgusting looking.
It is. It looks like a rat, like a skinned rat or something like that.
And he's popping out, and then it's so funny that I eat my words 1 week later because I literally said, "Oh, I don't remember when he meets his dad. I don't know if it's that memorable." Literally last week I said that.
Yeah.
And well, guess who saves him from going full 9 tails?
His dad is just like, yo, you're about to remove that seal on the on the thing there. How about you don't do that?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
like he
but
like literally picks up Naruto and like his spirit realm or whatever it is, and just puts him like picks him up over his shoulder and then just puts him down. It's kind of funny.
no, it really is funny. And then they have a little father son talk. He's like, "Yeah, I made the seal so that when you got 8 tails released, I would show up, and I put my chakra, and we could meet." And so they meet and they talk.
Oh yeah, and Naruto's like, what is the fourth Hokage doing? And then he's like, you don't get it?
I'm your dad, bro.
I'm your dad,
Yeah, you're
Naruto.
my
And I'm like,
son, Naruto.
oh yeah, he says, yeah, he's like, you're my son. He's like,
Like
that's a good reveal.
that's a pretty
Naruto,
good reveal. That being said, Naruto's kind of a dumbass. I mean, in the same page, they look like exactly the same person.
literally.
Just, that ass if Naruto didn't have those lines on his face, man.
Yeah, literally the same person. Uh, and I mean, I really like this interaction. Because understandably, Naruto's like he starts crying, and then he just punches the shit out of his dad
He's
too.
like, yeah, I'm happy that I'm meeting you, but also, why'd you put the 9 tails in me, bro?
Yeah, what the fuck, you asshole.
And then his dad was like, nah, it's because I knew you could control it, you see. I planned it.
Yeah, no, I planned it. Uh, and so yeah, and so kind of they talk for a bit,
It took for a bit.
calms him down.
Comes down Yamato's R.I.P. the first Hokage's necklace. Yeah, Naruto crushed that shit. I forgot to bring that
Oh
up.
yeah.
That way, because Nine Tails was smart. He knew Yamato could steal him, and then Yamato was like, "Damn, that's nice." They're also looking for Kabuto. There's a little just kind of thrown in there.
Yeah,
Detail
yeah.
him
When
and Anko.
yeah, they're like, where's Yamato? Everybody's like, where's Yamato right now? While the pain assault is going on, and then he's like, wait a minute, something's wrong. The the seal is good. The seal is undone. I gotta get
Yeah,
back to the village right now.
and then he doesn't. Yeah, well, he gets there after the fact, but
He does.
yeah, but then yeah, Naruto finally calms down. He gets out the rubble. I love this panel of him just standing on the ball and just looking straight down.
Just looking down. So cool. I mean, that ability, just making a planet, is so cool. But then, yeah, Naruto's just looking down at that. He's just standing on the side of it. Then he just jumps down on that shit. It's so cool. That's funny.
And then yeah, and then he absolutely destroys Pain. He outsmarts him a little using Rebel clones in a Robo. And
Mm-hmm.
then Pain's like, "This dumbass, he can't even use Sage anymore."
Yeah, he runs out of Sage mode, and then he's like, he's out of. Oh yeah, he was counting his Rasen Shurikens because he can
Yeah,
only use 2 per Sage mode
Sage mode.
usage. And he's like, so Naruto whips out the regular Rasengan, and he's like, this dumbass can't throw that one.
He
And then
doesn't.
he doesn't. He
He's
throws.
right.
He pulls out some shadow clones and throws himself at him and just.
Bodies him.
Yeah, and then that's the pain down.
Pain
It's,
down, yeah. And during that
yeah,
part,
yeah,
Yahiko.
Yahiko pain.
During that part, Naruto got his hand on his rod and reverse engineered that shit in Sage mode and found out where Nagito was.
Oh yeah.
Um, And so he goes and he faces Nagato by himself. Shikaku lets him. Shigemaru's dad is like, all right, you got this, man. You're the savior of the village. You can go talk to Nagato by yourself if you want. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, because during this fight, Pain was like, you are naive. You can't bring peace to the world. Even my message is not permanent. It'll years and years from now, the world will forget Pain and use what I used against them to create even more pain. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then and then so he's like, Nagato is like, your vision of peace and Jiraiya's vision of peace were naive. Mine was more practical, and you don't even believe in yourself. But then Naruto talks to him. We learn a lot more about Nagato, about his backstory, about his pains in life, and how he ended up becoming Pain. Um,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty like, okay, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's not the healthiest way to deal with trauma. Um,
Yeah, we already knew his first pain from Jiraiya's backstory of him,
yeah,
which was losing his parents. But we found out that it was Leaf Ninja that killed his parents.
yeah, we do. Um, yeah, because wasn't he like hiding or like
They were
they like
hiding
stormed his house,
to
thinking
steal
they were
food.
like no, I thought it wasn't to steal food. It was they thought they were the enemy or something like that, weren't
No,
they?
well, they
It
stormed the house
was
because
like
they
a
thought the
mistaken
house was
identity.
empty, and then they took the food, and then his parents they were gonna sneak out, and then they accidentally made some noise, and the ninja were like enemies, and then they killed them, and then they were like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
civilians. I thought everybody was evacuated. Um,
Gosh, oh no.
and then Nagato killed him.
Oh yeah, Nagato did kill them.
Because he activated
Because
Renegon,
yeah, that's when he awakened the Renegon, wasn't it?
and then that's when he meets Jiraiya, and then that's when Jiraiya is like, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if you're good or bad. I don't know if the Renegon is good or bad, but I think I believe in you, and I believe that you can actually bring peace. And Nagato's like, all
Yeah.
right, you know what? I will bring peace. Um, and he tells Jiraiya about the conclusion Nagato came to, which I don't remember what it was. Something about people understanding each other. I'm sorry, this is a lot more emotional than I'm letting it on to be, but
Yeah, there's we never talked about it, but there's a whole lot of like moral battles here. Because of course Pain is trying to create world peace through
pain.
destroying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, through causing pain so
Cause,
that people won't want to cause
causing
more pain, you
enough
know?
pain so that people don't want more pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Where Naruto's just
Naruto
like, nah.
doesn't know how to achieve peace.
No, but
And
he's
that's
like,
sort of
nah, I'm gonna create peace painlessly, whether you like it or not,
yeah. And then so
without a plan.
yeah, Nagito, we go through it. Yahiko dies in his backstory, and Yahiko was sort of like his anchor in life. His dog died, which was like okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Rip.
um, and then that's when after Yahiko dies is when he turns into Pain. Um,
Yeah, Yahiko was killed by was it Hanzo?
I think yeah, it was the leader of the Mist. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was the one that the Sanin dude, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and then he was like, but then Naruto was like, he wrote a book, and you know what the book quote is? It's your quote, bitch.
Yeah,
Jiraiya wrote and he credited you for his answer of peace, and so he believed in me, and so I gotta believe in him. That's my answer. Um,
yeah.
and that's why I'm not gonna kill you, even though I really do want to kill you.
Yep, because you did literally destroy the village and kill a bunch of people.
And then Nagato was like, you know what? That was a very effective talk no jutsu. You heard the voice just now.
It's a very effective talk no jutsu.
That was a very so. You know what? Nobody died. Everybody is alive. Kakashi, he's alive. You get to live. He Oprah this.
He just starts. He uses one of the Pain's abilities to just resurrect
Everybody
everybody
died.
with that like soul thing. That soul thing that was like eating everybody's souls earlier. Um, and then Nagato dies.
Yes, And then,
because
because
he used up too much
he used
chakra.
up too much chakra. He was already skin and bones by the time Naruto met him, though. So.
Yeah, no, he was not in good condition.
And then Conan was like, you know what, fine. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know. I was not affected by the talk no jutsu, to be real with you. Don't know how Nagato was, not gonna lie to you.
But
but
I'll take him with
I'll
me.
believe in him, I guess, because I've been with him this entire time. And so
Yeah, he's my friend. So
no, she leaves and she takes both Yahiko's and his body.
yep.
And then Naruto gets back to the village, and this is sort of. I want to say this is sort of the end of the really the end of the Akatsuki saga in a way.
Yeah, because after this,
I mean,
the
Toby
Akatsuki,
is doing stuff, but like Toby's the real
like
villain now. But like,
let's count the Akatsuki that are left. We got I think 4 out of the original 9.
Zetsu,
We got Zetsu,
Kisame,
we got Kisame,
Toby.
um,
That's not. He wasn't even
Toby.
an original member, I guess, because
Yeah,
he was after
Toby.
Sasori.
Yeah. Zetsu,
Kisame. Zetsu
Kisame.
Kisame. Is that it?
Is that it? There's Pain,
Conan is
and then
still alive.
yeah, she's still
But
alive,
she's
but then
not
she
in
left the
Akatsuki anymore.
Akatsuki,
Yeah.
so doesn't she's
No,
kind
I
of
think
out of the
yeah.
fight.
Huh.
Sure,
Kisame and
on
Setsu.
Toby, I guess. So if we count Toby, that's 3.
Oh my god.
That's 3 of the original 9. Um. So the Akatsuki are pretty much like they stick around, but they're pretty much like done, right? Like
Yeah, no, they're pretty much done. And it feels sort of it sort of thematically wraps up because Naruto goes back to the village and now he's the village savior. Everybody and this is, it's very euphoric because finally he's recognized. Iruka cries because Iruka has a line. Hold on, I screenshotted this. Iruka, there is a hero right before our eyes. And it's a panel where Naruto's getting thrown up in the air by the villagers.
yeah.
And it sort of wraps up the Akatsuki arc because we started the Akatsuki saga with Gaara being accepted by his village.
True.
And now we're ending it with Naruto finally after all of Naruto being accepted by the village.
Yep. He's now the savior of the village. Which is kind of hype.
Yeah, it is kind of hype. It is really nice.
It feels really good.
It feels really good. It just feels really good. And Naruto just really, like, it's interesting that he's sort of hit a moral standpoint. Like, he's really thinking out here, you know? He really had to think out here as a protagonist of how to achieve peace. So I like that. Tsunade's out for the count for right now because she used up too much chakra. She used up her fucking reserve chakra that was in her forehead.
Right. Yeah. So she's. Oh yeah. She's out. I forgot.
Out. She's old now. She's old again.
Yeah. No. She's in a coma too. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
she's done, like way too much chakra.
Out. And so the village is like, oh, we need a Hokage, especially right now that we're not in a good shape.
Yeah, we kind of don't have much of a village left.
Yamato about to rebuild it in 3 days. Just watch. He about to any percent this village though. It'll probably kill him, but he'll any percent it.
Yeah, Yamato's just building houses with wood still. It's like everybody's like, "Whoa, the village is gonna be back in no time. This is gonna be so easy."
Yamato's
and then
please.
Yamato's like, "Please, yeah, easy for you to say."
And so Shikaku nominates Kakashi as next Hokage.
Yeah.
But then,
damn, that makes a surprising amount of sense.
It does make a large amount of sense, right?
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, the son of the White Fang, Kakashi the mirror, the copy ninja.
The copy ninja. He's
one
taking
of
out
our most famous
A-list villains like Zabuza.
Zabuza.
Zabuza. He can cut lightning in half.
Yeah.
But then Danzo's like, no, fuck you guys. It was these peace-loving losers that got this village like this.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the daimyo is just like,
all right, Danzo.
all right,
all
Danzo,
right, I
sure,
guess.
take it.
Yeah, you're the Six Hokage now. Okay.
Yep, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, this has to be short lived because I'm pretty sure I don't think Donzo's face is up on that wall. is
Do
is
you
gonna go up on
know?
that wall.
Do you know whose faces are up on that wall?
I did because I looked it up immediately after this after
Did
this
you?
chapter. I
God
did.
damn it, bro.
They, look, I won't say it here, but like, it's not that much of a surprise.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not. I was just hoping you wouldn't.
It's fine. I had to know,
It
man.
is.
I had to know.
We're not gonna listen. Let's just finish this. We'll be back next week and we'll talk about the Six Hokage again. We'll see if the Six Hokage is still Tanzo next
So
week.
dumb.
But he is, yeah. For right now, he's officially the Six Hokage. The thing is, he has to get accepted by all the Jonin,
Mm-hmm.
um, which takes time. So technically, he isn't. He is the Six Hokage. Technically, there's still a little grace period there,
Yeah.
that he has to take advantage of, and that's where we lead into the next plan. The Raikage is called a summit of the five Kage, and we have now all gotten news of that, and so that's where we're
Yeah.
heading next.
Calls the Gokage Summit.
Kage Summit. It's just I just call it the five Kage Summit. It's weird that the manga says the Gokage Summit.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's just I just call it the five Kage Summit, bro.
I don't know. The manga is always weird with its translations.
Yeah. That's where we're heading
Some,
next. There's a lot of movements going on. Toby's out here.
Toby's planning something. Danzo's planning something.
The Raikage wants to kill Sasuke Uchiha.
Yep. And then Sasuke is, I think he's on his way back to go try and find
The Eight Tails.
Killer Bee?
I don't know. He
Yeah.
gets stopped by Zetsu, I believe, and Zetsu's like, "Oh yeah, Naruto bodied pain, by the way." So I think he's even
Yeah.
stronger than you, Sasuke. And Sasuke was like, "I don't care," but he definitely is stronger than Sasuke right now. I 100%
Oh,
believe that.
for sure.
Like this man took. I don't even know if Itachi could have taken pain. To be real with you,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Renegon versus Mangekyo.
Mangekyo.
Although Itachi was dying, so
Yeah, that's true.
they were both dying. To be fair.
True. That's a
So
good
who
fight.
knows?
What's the verses?
Yeah. What's the
Who
versus
dies of cancer first?
Itachi versus Pain?
You know, we might as well throw Kimimaro in there as a battle royale.
I don't know if Kimimaro is that strong, man.
Who dies first? I don't know,
Oh,
man.
boy.
Kimimaro Shippuden level strengths.
I feel like he's more like. I feel like he's more like Jugo strength.
I
you
feel
know?
like he bodies Jugo.
He might body Jugo. I don't think he's a Katsuki member strong
Maybe
though.
not. Maybe not.
I think he's like like maybe like Deidara Sasori level strong, but I don't know if he's got that much tricks up his sleeve. I don't know. I don't think he's. I don't think he's.
That's the end of the
all
arc.
that strong.
I don't know if I got
Yep.
anything else to say.
Yeah. No, there's just some shit going down. We're heading to the
The five
Kage
Kage
Summit.
Summit.
Which do they mention that it's in the land of the the samurai?
Not yet. That's nice. They don't mention that until afterwards.
I.
But it is in the land of samurai. There you go. Cool detail. A little, kind of a
little sneak peek.
little sneak peek of what happens next time. Also, sneak peek of what happens next time. This next arc is the first arc of Naruto that I ever experienced. So,
Yes. What a strange.
starting point. Yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that is Naruto. A little bit of up and down today, you know.
Yeah, I think it's mostly up.
Mostly
one
up.
down.
This man, like he's it's good. His writing is good, but like
Really good. It's just
man, Rukia and Orihime do more, man. Like
yeah, I know, and they barely do. Like
I
I
mean,
don't know.
Rukia does a good amount actually.
Rukia does a good amount.
Orihime
could use more.
still does more though.
Yeah, no.
I feel more attached to the relationship of Ichigo and Orihime than I do these two.
Hinata and Naruto. I'd say I like the characters more, but just in terms of
Yeah,
like actual
I like
connection.
Hinata. Hinata has so much potential as a non prodigy Hyuga, but like
Yeah, again, it's just like I love her so much that I want like I love her
I
as a character that I want to see her like get more. It hurts that she doesn't
he
have more.
it's not just her, but like he introduced so many like cool characters. Shino
Mm-hmm.
was a cool character who blew a man's arm off during the tunings exam,
Yeah,
and he like first off he cooked him in part one.
yeah,
like
absolutely.
like he should have been part of the Sasuke retrieval squad, but this man had four sound ninja and Shino was not adding up there. So,
Hmm, hmm.
um, and then he was like, and then he made a point of pointing out that Shino was upset that he got cooked, but then he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, then he gets cooked again, and then Shino like I don't know. Does he help much with this? I don't
he
think he does.
he introduces Rock Lee and Neji, two prodigal students, one in
Yeah,
taijutsu
where
and one
were
in
Rock?
Bosen taijutsu.
Where was Guy's whole team?
Not here. They were off on a mission. They were off on a mission. So
They were. Oh, that's
yeah, because they made
fucked
it
up.
back because they saw Gamabunta.
Oh yeah, you're right. They could have helped.
They could
They
have,
probably
bro.
could. They probably could have easily taken out like one or two pains.
Dude, if guy, bro, Guy Lee 5 gate Pain, he's done. One of them is done.
Yeah,
Two five
like
gate
easily.
users, donezo. But no, we haven't seen Rock Lee
This
fight.
could,
We haven't seen
yeah,
Neji fight.
this could have been such an easy place to fit them a fight in. You know, they got a Konohamaru fight. This shit was cool. But no,
This was such an easy place to give characters fights.
yeah,
Just
exactly. It's just there's
you could have taken out all the other pains, and then Naruto could have taken the main pain.
yeah,
No,
but no.
but he didn't. So
Oh well.
if you like
Oh
part
well.
one, bro, I don't blame you. I'm just gonna say that right now. If you're a part one stan, you know what?
I like
I get you. I get you.
I
Man.
like part one a lot more in hindsight. It's kind of funny.
It really is. It really do be like that. I've always sort of liked part one more, but mostly because I hadn't read all of Shippuden all the way through,
Mm-hmm.
and now I don't know. To be
I
real with you,
I would say that I like Shippuden overall more. I think like what it does. I like every like again this pain arc literally my favorite arc in all of Naruto.
yeah, I mean it's a
Um,
really good arc. So
it's such a good arc. Like one of my favorite fictional arcs of all time.
the
Not even
real
gonna lie.
shonen, yes, over Soul Society though. This
It
is not the
might.
place for this, but
Yeah, this is not the place for this. We're not getting into this conversation right now. Maybe is all I'm saying. Um, but so like I like it. Um, I just again I wish there were more. I wish we got to spend more time with these cool characters that we got introduced in part one. But we just don't.
Rip
You know.
Osama.
Yeah.
Rip Osama.
Yeah, we get our moment. We get moments here and there. Um, mostly with Shikamaru.
Yeah, again, I mean, like, there's a reason Shikamaru keeps ranking us in the top 10 of these popularity polls. He's like the
Yeah.
most utilized part 1 character that isn't called Naruto or Sasuke.
Yeah, that isn't one of the main two. Yeah, Naruto or Sasuke. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's so again overall I really like Shippuden. I do like it. I'd say more than part one.
Yeah.
Because but it definitely has its weaknesses. Um, and as a follow up for part one of Naruto, I don't think it's fulfilling all that much.
Yeah.
But on its own, it's oh,
Well,
shit.
we're reaching the end here, to be
Yep.
real with you. Because one of the arcs coming up, we might just make into a big video.
Okay.
We have like less than 3 parts to go in this series.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
Like three is like the max, probably, and then Boruto.
Alright.
So yeah, I mean, it not. I don't know, man.
Yeah, we only got like what 200 something, 250 chapters I think left.
Yeah, man, and next I'm gonna be really
I mean
nostalgic
that
next
is
arc.
that is a
So
lot. So, maybe it'll
yeah, yeah,
maybe it'll surprise me.
yeah, I'm gonna be really nostalgic coming up this 5 Kage summit.
Mm.
Really, really, that was my early Naruto memories. Um, and we're reaching in. I'm feeling nostalgic. Reading this series is interesting because I know everything that happens, but at the same time, it's still new to me in some things.
A lot of things you just forgot
But
or just
forgot or
didn't,
just didn't because I was
didn't pick up
watching
on
it
the first time.
sporadically on
Mm.
Toonami and stuff. So
Oh yeah, I didn't catch every episode.
yeah. So yeah, I also the dub didn't finish till like 2018 or something. So
Oh.
uh,
Oh boy.
and I was only watching the show dubbed. So um, yeah, yeah.
Alrighty.
Next time on Naruto, the 5 Kage Summit, we get
Five
to meet all the
cookies.
Kages finally. Only 2 left that
Yeah,
we haven't met:
that's interesting.
the Mizukage and the Tsuchikage. Um, we'll meet them
Hmm.
next time. We haven't met those 2 yet.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
I have to edit
Alright.
this video. Cool.
You
All right.
too. See ya.
See you guys.
See you next time.
Believe it.